Howdy fellow Sublimation peeps. In today's video we're going to be doing a review. This is the Realkant Automatic Tumbler Press from Realkant. You can find them on Amazon. As always, we'll include a link in the description below. But we're going to open the box, we're going to check it out, we're going to see what's all up with it. It's moderately expensive compared to a regular tumbler press, but we'll see if it's worth it. And we'll go ahead and give you a full review, give you all the features, all the specs, everything, and we'll see exactly just how good this thing really is. So stick around. Alright guys, first and foremost, let's see what's in this box right here. Go ahead and give it a nice cut with our box cutter. Go ahead and get them open. It's a very heavy product, so it feels quite substantial. I don't know how many pounds a shipment is, but it feels lofty. Alright. So surrounded by nice thick foam. We have a manual. We have our heat press in here. We have a pair of gloves. The only thing about these kind of gloves, these might actually be different. I was going to say usually they don't fit my big hands, but let's check it out. Usually these gloves never fit my hands because I have large man hands, and these are no exception. They just don't quite. They don't quite fit. And I have medium, largish size male hands. So if you're your average, my average female viewer with smaller hands, you won't have a problem with this. Sublimation tape. This kind's usually pretty good. It doesn't leave marks or anything. And of course we have the press. Let's see. We also have a power cord in there. It's just a standard, almost just like a PC power cord. Nothing special there. So let's see if we can get this big boy out, because it's a big boy. The buttons feel great on it already. Okay. Wow. Okay, we'll go ahead and get them on out the box. And this is what you got. And really the only assembly is technically just plug it in this guy over here. And it's got a nice screw terminal so it doesn't, it'll tighten down and it won't back out. Yeah. And then it's just a matter of hooking this guy up and you'll be good to go. It's really that easy. Just those two steps. Hook up the heating element and plug it in the power cord. Alright guys, we're going to go over the specs for the Realkant Automatic Tumbler Press. It comes in pink or green. It has 4 different modes of operation. One does, let's see, number 1 does just standard tumblers. It does like kid cups, all that. Number 2 does the larger 30-ounce tumblers. Number 3 does the smaller glass tumblers. And number 4 actually does coffee mugs. So basically you just push the button on what you're trying to press and it'll automatically adjust the time, temperature, and pressure to compensate for that. So we'll go ahead and scroll on through there. We've already been over what's in the box. That's no problem at all. Let's see. Yep, automatic tumbler press. That's a bad idea to do that. Let's not do that. Unless I guess you just let them all the way cool. I don't, because I don't like ghosting. But yeah, you just get one size heating element. It kind of does everything. Automatic heat. I don't know what that means, but yeah, you do need to actually rotate the cup, and I'll demonstrate it. It'll make sense. And the start and stop buttons feel amazing on this thing. But yeah, let's go ahead and dive on into it, and we're going to do a test tumbler and show you just how good this machine actually is. Alright guys, now it's time to find out if this thing actually works as good as what I'm really hoping it does. We're gonna go ahead and prep my daughter's always wanted a cat tumbler. So we're going to go ahead and get that going. And we're going to use our trusty paper cutter to just slim off a little bit of edge, and there we go. Now we can go ahead and get this bag out of tape. We'll go ahead and put this out of the way. And just as always, we're going to take our tumbler. We're just going to roll it up. Go ahead and get our tape ready. This is a really cool design. I really hope the colors pop as good as what I'm thinking it's going to. Go ahead and pop the top off this guy. Set it aside. We're going to try what I usually do with them, what I usually do with the tumblers, which is just go ahead and match the ends. We're using koala paper and tape. Same thing with this guy down here. Just roll the paper, roll the tape, and there we go. Now, in theory, it's just a little bit bigger, so we should be able to just slide them on in there. And now it's on there almost straight. Now we just retape that one edge, and we got a nice tumbler that shouldn't have any lines or anything once we just retape this edge. So we're tucking this side down and this side over. We're going to put a little more tape just to make sure we got it tucked. This side over this side. We're just going to go ahead and just... tape's one of those things you can never really have enough, so we'll go ahead and just do a couple more pieces of tape, and there we go. That looks really good. And usually I go ahead and usually tape the top anyway, just so you know it doesn't shift. Usually I do it in a couple spots. All right, so we'll go ahead and get the tumbler. It calls for a blank tumbler, so we're going to put that in there and get that going. Cool. That little linear actuator is super sweet. Let's see which one we're going to be actually pressing, though. It looks like stainless steel 20-ounce tumblers are number 1. So we're going to go ahead and put it on 1, which is going to preheat it and everything. And we'll go ahead and heat it up with a blank tumbler in there. All right, guys, coming up on temperature. That's exactly where we want to be. So go ahead and pull this guy out. Put it over there out the way. And we're going to go ahead and put our real one directly in the middle as far as we can go. Actually, let's not do that. Let's put some paper on there too. I don't trust anything without butcher paper, so we're going to go ahead and just put the butcher paper in there. And we're going to go ahead and put them in our little butcher paper cradle. And we're going to go ahead and just put them in the middle. And we're going to go ahead and hit start. And it's going to give it the perfect amount of pressure. Good Lord. That thing really put the squeeze on it. But let's go ahead and do this. And we'll go ahead and flip it as soon as the 45 seconds is up. And we'll see what we get. I think 45 seconds is going to be a little short, but we're going to go directly off what the recommendations are first. So we're going to rotate that 180 degrees and hit enter, and it'll go again. We're going to go ahead and glove up, do the process of gloving up. I like to have one real thick glove because these tumblers get a little warm. I sure hope it turns out good, y'all. And after this, see, it's gonna automatically open. You're gonna see this little actuator right here. It's gonna super cool. That's so cool. That never gets old. Magic sublimation smoke. Actually, a lot of smoke. Oh, wow. Go ahead and get our... Having a little difficulty with the paper, but we're making progress, right? That's what matters. Wow. And there we go. That actually looks really good. Like, look how nice that actually looks. Quite proud of that. Those colors are just gorgeous. Now, what's my honest opinion on it? Overall, it's a good machine. I could not get it to do glass very well, the glass tumblers. It may just be because I use a thinner tumbler. But on regular tumblers, I mean, you can't argue with the results on that. I mean, that's phenomenal. They do phenomenal on metal tumblers. And it's so darn easy. You just put it in there, push the number, and hit start, and then rotate, and then hit start again. And it's really that simple to get perfect tumblers every time. So if you're someone that struggles with settings and struggles remembering to set settings and all that, this is a super easy unit to use, and it's not that much more. As always, we'll have a link in the description below where you can find one of these. Shout out to Realkant for letting me try one of these bad boys out. Overall, I feel like it's a good unit, and it's probably the best built tumbler press I've ever seen. The buttons feel amazing. All the quality is just all metal construction. Overall, it's a fantastic product. So I give it 2 big old thumbs up. And guys, if you found this video helpful, feel free to give it a big old thumbs up, like and subscribe for more content. And this is Southpaw. Peace.